Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is me Vidya, and today I'm going to show you about this decoration which I have done for my child's second birthday party, and this have been done completely by myself by using some really simple things which I have brought from online and offline stores. So keep watching because I'm going to give you a detail of each and everything out here.
Hi, I'm Vidya Shashank, a blogger and mommy of two. Welcome to my channel.
So before I move on to anything, let me thank you all people for showing so much of love on this channel. Finally, after so many months of hard work, my YouTube channel have hit a 1k subscribers, and I'm so happy to this family. Just keep showering love just the way you do. And also, if you don't know, I do a lot of blogging on parenting, lifestyle, DIY, decor and other things over my Instagram page, whose link I've been linking at the bottom in the description box. Please go and check out my Instagram page because I'm a lot active there, and you can see a lot of lifestyle tips and things out there. So you can go check it out, and I'm sure that you're gonna love it a lot. Let me start this video by telling you guys how I decided the theme of the birthday. So my child Dhruv, his name Dhruv itself means pole star. So it's a name of a star which is there right on top of the North Pole, and that's how his name was kept as Dhruv. So when I thought that I'm going to select a theme for his second birthday, the first thing that came into my mind was definitely stars. So I wanted something in which is related to starry night, sky, clouds, blues, whites. So first thing first was deciding what is the theme that I wanted to set for his birthday, and the theme that I selected was stars. And after selecting the theme, the next thing that's the most important thing, let me tell you, like selecting a theme is very easy, but this one is very tough, and that is to select a color theme. So once the star theme was selected, the next thing was to select the color theme. And for color theme we have like so many options. You can go for black starry night, you can go for white starry night. So finally I decided that let me give it a tone of blue, like pastel blue, light blue, whites with silver. So I wanted to keep it all bright, and that is how I selected this shade of colors for his birthday color theme. And once you have selected your color theme, the next thing which you need to do is list out the things that you want to buy. But before buying, you have to first draw the design that you want the final look to be. So I just took a paper and I drew the design. I knew how the balloons have to be. I always love giving this kind of balloon garland, but on the party day this part was down. It was like this, it was like a 7 shape. So the first thing done out here was to draw the design. So on a paper, the design of the theme and the background, the colors, whatever you want have to be drawn. And once that is done, the next thing is to go hunt for the things that you really require. Now I'm like a big person, who loves buying things online because you get a wide variety of options out there. So Amazon is a place from where I buy a lot of stuffs. So the next thing which I did was I checked what all other things that I need. And if you see this decoration, there are very minimal things which have been used. Most of the things were already lying with me because you know that I do a lot of DIY and decor things. So most of the things were already there with me. So I just had to buy the few things which had to be added on. Talking about the backdrop first, if you see these blue the curly hangings kind of thing at the back, that have been made by using ribbons which look like this. I'm going to link all these things at the bottom in my description box. Even though if I have brought it from a local market, I'm going to find the link of something which is just correct and just the app stuff from online store, and I'll link it in the description box so that you can go and buy it if you are looking for one. So these are the plasticky ribbons which people actually use to tie it on top of birthday gifts, and when you just pull it like this at the end using a sharp knife or a scissor, what happens is it curls up. So I've used these plastic things and I have got it in two different shades. I got it in dark blue and light blue, so that gives a transition effect. And the strips which I brought were like really thick. You also get the thin one, but I got the thick one and I just cut it into two parts like across its length, and it was very easy for me. So once that is done, I curled up the ends and I adjusted it like this. And the next thing which was done over here are these stars. These stars are just made by using cardboard boxes which have been cut in the shape of stars and later covered with silver foil, which was just lying there in the house. So these stars out here have just been made out of cardboard, and you know that they'll be not very heavy. For this reason it's very easy to hang. So I have just stuck these stars onto the blue ribbons which I have already stuck at the back by using double-sided tape. So you can do that easily, it's not a very big task. And once this part was done, the next thing is about making a balloon garland. So towards the end of this video, I'm going to show you a very quick hyperlapse on how I arranged this entire place. But this balloon garland is very easy to do. All you need to do is select balloons. Again, first of all, I'm in love with the color of these balloons. This have been brought from Amazon and the colors are just wow. They have a lot of pastel colors in their collection, and pastel balloons are something which is very hard to find in the local markets. So I'm like very happy with this one. So I have to make this whole long garland, all you need to do is make bunches of balloons, like maybe 3 to 4 balloons tied together. So make different bunches like this and then tie everything together one by one, just like how you make a flower garland. It's really very easy. You see the video, you will get to know maybe. So this is how it is made, and this have been stuck all the way by using the rods, the curtain rods which there on top of the door. And I also put an extra wooden extension. I've just tied it so that everything is stable and stays there for long. The next material which is used over here are these silver things, and you will be knowing this is very easily available, and this is something which have been there and was being used since long during the Christmas time. You can keep it on top of the Christmas trees, and these are just those kind of streamers. You get it in different colors, but again I wanted silver. I thought I'll go for blue also, but then I didn't go for blue. I thought silver will be a better option. So these are those long streamers which have been cut into smaller parts, and I've just by using a double-sided tape, I've just fixed it here and there in between the garland, so that looks like showers, the silver rainy showers that are just coming down. This was something which helped me do the entire backdrop. I didn't use any happy birthday banners or anything. I just wanted it to be very plain and simple. And once this part was done, the next thing was to make the table ready. So I took a small table, and on top of that, again going with the theme, I took a white colored polyester cloth. Now why I selected polyester is that first of all it's very cheap, because I'm just going to use it for once, so I don't want to go for any high-end cloth material. And second thing, it goes under another cloth, so it doesn't matter what kind of material you are selecting. And thirdly, polyester cloth is like very flowy and just flows down. It's not very stiff and gives a good look to the entire table. So once I covered it with a polyester cloth, the next thing which I did was I got a blue net, a shimmery net kind of thing, which is in the shade of this blue, and I covered it on top of this white polyester, so it gave a good transition effect to the entire table. So when just before I covered this blue net on top of the white polyester, what I did was you get these LED fairy lights in the market. Again, I'm going to link it in my description box, but I got it from the local market. You get this, all you need to do is just place it on top of the white polyester and then keep the net on top of it, so it looks like it's stars peeking out of the blue sky. So it gave a very good effect. And when I was putting this blue net on top, I crumbled it little here and there, and I gave little folds so that it's not just plain and gives a little extra dimension to the entire table. And once that was done, as I told you, I made these stars by covering it with silver foil. So whatever was left out, just made it into small rolls, and I just kept it on top of the table. I don't know for what reason, but then since it was silver and was going with the decoration, it was looking good. The next mandatory thing out there was the big two which I added on the side, and I literally don't know how to make the two. Making a two is a very big task that was given by my friend. She used it for her child's birthday photo shoot and things like that. So once that was done, she handed it over to me so that I can use it. So the color was different. The one which she was using was golden color. So since mine is like white and silverish, again I wrapped it with a silver paper, and I stuck small glitter stars on top of that. Now these glitter stars are also made of foam glitter paper, which you easily get in any stationery shop. I'll link it again if I find it online. So these they have been cut into star shapes, and they have been just stuck here and there to give it an extra look. After the entire setup was ready, the next thing was to select a long string light, which gives a white light. So I took that, and I just used it all across this garland so that it starts blinking, and when you switch off the other lights, it gives a twinkling effect to the entire balloon garland that is made, and gives an extra effect to it. So it looks, that's it. It was so easy to do. The backdrop making is such an easy task if you have a good plain wall at the back. Now the decoration which I did last year was not on top of a plain white background. So what I did was I had to make a backdrop. So in that case, there are different options which are available, which you can try out in order to make a backdrop. Otherwise, the easiest option is always to go for a solid white wall. So the other option which you can try out is to try a very thick string on two sides where you want to make this backdrop, and use different kinds of cloth. You can layer it. That is what I did last year. Or if you are too lazy to go buy the cloth and layer and do things like this, the easiest thing is definitely to go and get a flex printed. You can get a print of the design that you want. For example, if you're having a jungle theme, you can make a jungle effect. If you're having a water theme, you can have a water effect. Or if not, if you ask them, they will just give you just plain white flex as the backdrop, and that itself looks good. So that also you can use. It's a very easy tip. Otherwise, using a plain wall is always the easiest thing. That's all for now, guys. Hope this video was very helpful, and next time when you are going to try out making any backdrop for any kind of occasion that's there in your house, you are going to follow all the methods that I have told in this video. So keep watching now, because I'm going to show you a very funny hyperlapse, guys. Please don't go buy the dress, because I am in my night suit and I was too lazy to change and do makeup. My hair is messy. That's a mom's life. So watch the hyperlapse and few videos which I have shot when I was decorating this entire thing. And again, show some love to my video if you really liked it. Spread a word to your friends if you love my videos, and help me grow as well, guys. So thank you so much for watching. Watch the hyperlapse and then go. Bye.